at it again, and we have another one with Caitlin in Liberty Hangout. Make sure you guys always go show her some love. I'll leave the original link in the description box below. But looks like we're gonna get a good one today. Let's dive in.
Africa is a developing country. It has some of the top 10 developing nations in the whole wide world. We're the richest continent on this planet.
Still going.
Person are you? So you're telling me you have not?
Am I not black enough now? I'm not an African American. I'm an American. Okay. And I've never been to Africa. I've never been to Africa. There's no better country to be a person of color than America. And if you find a better country, I would love to hear about it.
Do you hear the stupid questions you say sometimes?
I don't think it's stupid to try to get him a date.
Yeah, we're actually here trying to get me a date. Hey, you want to go?
I'm not into maggots, so no thank you.
I'm a maggot? Is it because I'm black?
No. Really, you're gonna play the black card with me.
Why is he a maggot?
A maggot is a Trump supporter. He's a maggot.
So wait, so Trump supporters are maggots? That's interesting. Why is that?
Because you're supporting a orange in the office who is defunding Medicare, a lot of insurances, a lot of even food stamps.
He's defunding food stamps? You know, that was actually Ben Carson that was slashing the food stamp budget.
Ben Carson.
Which, in my estimation, should be done. From what I've personally seen. Now, I could be wrong. Across the board, we could need to put more money into food stamps. But from what I've personally seen, and I've spoken about this in previous videos, people have way too many food stamps. Way too many. They have so many food stamps that they sell them for money. I've seen that multiple times. So, like I said, from what I've seen, we should be slashing that. But, like I said, that could be, you know, just from that could just be my experience, and across the board, things could be totally different and people running out way too early, yada, 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 and that whole sort of thing. But, yeah, anyway, let's continue on.
Ben Carson's actually a black guy.
Just because he's black, just like you, does not mean that he fights for the cause. He's actually disturbed. You're not helping, you're hurting the cause.
How am I hurting the cause?
You're supporting someone who is making it harder for people to adopt, making it harder for people
It shouldn't be easy for people to adopt. It should be a stringent process. We shouldn't just be dumping kids on whoever, whenever. We need to make sure that you are a good parent, that you can take care of these kids, that your finances are intact so these kids don't end up in a horrible situation, right? But maybe I'm wrong. Y'all let me know. This is all, you know what I mean? Like, this is all freestyle. I don't watch these videos beforehand or anything like that. It's all at the top of the head, so let me know.
For people to adopt, making it harder for people to be themselves.
What do you mean by that?
Making it harder for the foster care system, making everything harder, making school harder, making life harder.
Caitlin Bennett.
Like, she didn't explain anything there.
Or you can go there to support my work. Keep me coming out here. Look at all these fans that need your support to keep me coming to. I have so many fans here that need your support at patreon.com/Caitlin Bennett to keep me coming out here. They love when I come to campus. They have to see me. I can't keep coming out here if you don't donate to me. Look at all these people. You're going to be disappointed if you don't go to patreon.com/Caitlin Bennett.
You said Trump was a... I want you to give me an example of how Trump was a racist.
African country shithole, and as an African, yes, he did. Do not put words in my mouth.
He didn't say that.
No, I'm not talking to you.
You're putting...
No. Talk to me. What countries did he call shitholes?
A whole of West Africa, and not to mention the Muslim ban is mostly West.
There's no Muslim ban.
There's no Muslim ban.
There's no Muslim ban.
So
Hey, listen. Hey, and if a country is a poop hole, it's a poop hole. A fact is a fact. I'm just saying.
No, let me explain. Let me explain something to you. No, please. I was respectful and listened to you. Please. Okay, the ban was not on Muslims. It was on people from certain countries. Now, those countries had high... But everyone in those countries is not a Muslim. So it wasn't a Muslim ban. It was a ban based on geographical location, not religion.
But you said
one single one of those countries.
the majority Muslim countries weren't even included on that list. If it was a Muslim ban,
let's go back to the shithole countries comment. You said he called some countries shitholes. Let me ask you something. Does most of Africa have running water and plumbing?
Listen to me. As an African, Africa is a developing country. It has some of the top 10 development nations in the whole wide world. We're the richest continent on this planet.
Now, there is a rumor that was going around more recently that there was a mine or something where, I don't know, like the largest amount of diamonds or gold was found or something. I don't know how true that is. Y'all can let me know in the comment section if you heard about that story as well. But apparently, from what I remember hearing, I mean, it was a massive load of either gold or diamonds that were found or something, which drastically changes the entire landscape. Like I said, it was the largest amount ever from what I read, or what I can't remember if I read it or I watched the video on it. I'll be getting confused, but it was a while ago. You guys can let me know if you heard the same story and if that was true or not. I didn't go digging, on it a whole lot, but yeah.
Have you ever been to Congo?
Oh my God.
No, I'm serious. Have you ever been to Congo?
My friends are from Congo, but guess what?
So have you been there?
Yes, I've been there
so
with them.
So you've been to the DRC, so you know that the DRC is by definition
Do you know why
exactly what he said.
Do you know why
it doesn't matter why. The question was whether or not it was true. And the answer is yes, it was true. So it wasn't. It's just telling the truth.
It's not true. It matters because do you know what's making... Do you know what coltan is? Do you know what talc is? All those little mineral resources in our phones, makeup, lights, everything comes from Africa. But guess what?
And they can't afford clean water.
Oh, come on.
I'm talking. I'm not done. Do not silence.
Ooh, she's angry.
You said they were rich. No. They could afford clean water if they were rich.
I do have to say, you said you lied about Trump. I am in.
Why doesn't she want to hear what Caitlyn has to say? She's stating facts to her, so I mean that's a little weird.
I'm saying it was true. It's terrible, and we should help them, but they're not developed.
Go to Africa.
I have to say, Joel. I have to say,
I'm the president of an organization called ASA, African Student Association. So
you're not African American.
I am African American.
Are you African or are you African American?
I'm the literal definition of African American.
So are you an American
citizen? I'm born
citizen
in Africa, but I'm an American citizen. So I am an African American. So
then I'm not an African American. Well, I'm not an African American. I'm not.
Look at all these kids.
Do not put words.
See, I'm not an African American. I'm an American. Okay? And I've never been to Africa. I've never been to Africa. And the Africans in Africa sold my ancestors into slaves. Why would I
African American? What?
Africa. You are African American. Don't try to
No.
Absolutely.
Absolutely not.
Am I a European American? Why don't you guys call white people European Americans?
That's spicy white.
Why don't you say European Americans?
Why don't you say African American?
Joel, if you're not an African American, why am I not called a European American?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not an African American. I'm American. I've never been to Africa.
Would you prefer to be called European American?
I've traced my ancestry for 8 generations, and we still did not get to Africa in 8 generations.
That's a damn lie, Uncle Tom. Relax. Hold on.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Yep, we're dealing with some uneducated folks, even though we're on the college campus. He doesn't even know who Uncle Tom actually is. Here we go.
Okay, so
why would you call him that?
You know Uncle Tom was a hero, right?
And then, of course, they get angry. Get the microphone out of my face. Get this out of my face.
Oh, you're not.
Well, you called me an Uncle Tom, so I assumed you would know the story. Uncle Tom was actually a hero who actually died protecting the other slaves that had run away. So you didn't even know that. You thought that was an insult. That's not an insult.
Hey, Uncle Ruckus, get the shit.
Look. He didn't have anything to say. He was talking to the chick. Oh, you. Can't refute facts. He felt a little foolish saying that statement.
Don't touch my stuff.
Did you say Uncle Ruckus? That's a fictional character from a cartoon. Think of a real person to call me and we can discuss it.
That's so crazy.
That's not a real person.
You know.
It's Black History Month here at the University of Akron, and this is how everybody's treating a Black Trump supporter. Very inclusive, very diverse, very cool and progressive.
So,
as Dave Rubin said yesterday, and I tweeted, if you're not following me on Twitter, link is in the description. It's all about diversity until it comes to ideas.
progressive.
I have been stopped on the street with my mom running in my town for someone to call me and tell us that we are niggas and that we should not be there. And then they called us these people.
And that affected you how? How did that affect your wallet? How did that affect your ability to get a
I'm
job?
sorry,
how did that affect your ability to exist in this country as a free person?
Because it makes you feel unwanted. It makes you feel like no one wants you.
Man, get yourself together. Get yourself to see, and this is the problem with folks. Everybody is so soft. Oh my God, somebody called me a name. I'm gonna go cry in a corner. Is it right for people to call, her whatever she's claiming? We don't even know if it's true or not. Of course it's not right, but what happened to the phrase, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me? Words are like bullets to people's these days. I mean, they call you any type of name or criticize you in any type of way. It's like you've been hit with the whole clip, and people are, I need to go to the hospital. I'm so... Like, what, man? Suit up and lace your boots up. So wrong. But listen, I'm telling y'all, some of these folks would literally go crying home if they came and hung out with my family. With the jokes that we be cracking on each other. I mean, come on, man. This stuff is ridiculous.
Wait. So how did that affect your ability to exist in this country as a free person?
Because it makes you feel unwanted. It makes you feel like no one wants you.
Wait. So it hurt your feelings, okay? But how did that affect?
I'm sorry, wait. You didn't say it hurt my feelings.
You said it hurt your feelings.
It makes you feel unwanted, so you don't go out for things. It shows you that you don't have the effort, or you don't have what it takes to go up in this country because they don't want you here. You're not good enough as the white
So
people
why would you
around
let
us.
somebody that is so stupid that they would say something so ignorant dictate your behavior in any way, shape, or
I'm not letting
form?
them dictate me, but I'm telling
That's exactly what she just said. She is allowing them to dictate her behavior. That's what she just said. Well, because they said this, so I don't want to go out, and I don't feel like. And this guy next to her just won't be quiet and let her speak.
They would say something so ignorant, dictate your behavior in any way, shape, or form.
I'm not letting them dictate me, but I'm telling you, that's what everyone thinks.
I'm not talking to you.
If that's what everyone thinks, they don't want you to go up in this country, so they don't give you the opportunity.
I'm not talking to you.
If that's what everyone thinks, they don't want you to go up in this country, so they don't give you the opportunity that you need.
So then you bust your butt and you show them that you don't care what they think, and you become successful. And I can applaud that.
My mother was a single mother, worked 3 jobs my whole life
Exactly.
to get me where I am now.
Congrats.
And you are...
cannot stop
yes,
you.
Yes, it does.
No, it
Because
does
she doesn't
not
get the
stop you.
opportunities she needs. My mom worked her ass to get a manager position in a hospital. She has her master's degree, and she's going out for her doctorate because not only did other people tell her that she shouldn't do it, but she knew herself that she should, without getting the opportunities that she wanted herself. So she did go out and bust her butt. But
So
that
you're
does not
telling me-
mean that does not mean that everyone didn't put her down along the way.
But they didn't stop her, and that's what I'm saying.
Dang. She just proved his point. Just proved his point without even realizing it. Sometimes it's best when you're speaking with someone to just shut up, because they'll walk themselves right on into it. He sat back, let her speak for a while, and she just walked herself right on into it. You literally just proved his point. Can we run that back?
Without getting the opportunities that she wanted herself. So she did go out and bust her butt. But
So
that
you're
does not
telling me-
mean that does not mean that everyone didn't put her down along the way.
But they didn't stop her, and that's what I'm saying.
But she
Racism is
46
not
and
a
just now
significant
getting to where
issue
she
enough
is.
to stop you.
Are you what?
It's not
So
gonna
you're
stop
saying
you.
50 years. She has gone out for 50 years. That has not stopped her.
It hasn't stopped her. You said she's
What
still
kind of
going.
What person are you? So you're telling me you have not gone
Am I
through
not black
racism.
enough now?
You're telling me you have not gone through any racism in your life.
You didn't say that.
None. You've never gone through
I said I'm
anything.
not an African American. I didn't say I wasn't
So
black.
what the f*** are you?
I'm an American.
No, you're an African American.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. No. The argument. I'm sorry. That was my red herring.
I just want to say that
So the issue is, you said that was significant enough in America to stop you from being whatever you can be, and it's not. It's not. Do you want me to tell you something? When I started my company, I have a company with 150 employees. We gross millions of dollars a year, and we cut trees down.
Question. If you have your own company as an American man, I won't even call you an
You can call
African
me a black
American
man.
You're a black man. do you try and put more effort into employing more African Americans than white males?
I actually employ a lot of Mexicans.
Okay, so do you try and go out your way to employ more people that you feel are underrepresented in the country?
No, I employ people that I believe will do the best job.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I kept saying no. I hope he did, because I've been agreeing with him this whole time. But if he had said, yes, I actually do. No, you employ people based on their work. I don't care if you're white, black, blue, purple, tall, short, fat, skinny, gay, straight, lesbian, whatever. Whoever can do the best work, who's ever the most qualified. If that happens to be a black person, great. If it happens to be a white person, great. If it happens to be a lesbian, gay, or trans person, great. That does not matter. We're here to work. Can we get an instant replay?
I actually employ a lot of Mexicans.
Okay, so do you try and go out your way to employ more people that you feel are underrepresented in the country?
Tell her again, please.
No, I employ people that I believe will do the best job. It's to employ people based on their skin color.
It's not, because you definitely just told me that America does not try to put down people who you don't think has the ability to do certain jobs.
I didn't say that, but I believe that there's no better country to be a person of color than America. And if you find a better country, I would love to hear about it.
I can tell you that there's many countries, Canada. You can go into multiple multilingual.
So why are there more black millionaires in the United States than in Canada?
What? I don't know.
Cat got
You
coming?
can definitely.
No, even percentage of the population. Yeah.
I'm just telling you that it is very hard to go up in America, being not of the white race.
But what I'm saying is, just because somebody says something rude to you, like calls you the N-word, that does not affect your ability to make money.
It affects everyone else's mindset. That's everyone else's mindset.
That affects you.
So because somebody called you a name, you automatically drop into some terrible depression. I mean, I don't know how all that works. Maybe one of you guys can explain it to me in the comment section, but somebody calling me a name doesn't affect me at all. I'm sorry, like at least not to the level where I'm just gonna crumble and go cry in a corner or something. Like, depending on what you say, like I may respond to it, but the next day the sun is gonna come up the same way it did the day before. Life goes on. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me. That's just the way that I see it. But maybe I'm just some idiot. I don't know.
Going through depression affects you.
I didn't say depression doesn't affect you. I'm saying it's not going to stop your ability to make money in the United States.
The thing is, if that's what one person, no, you're not giving up.
But not everyone.
But if that's what one person thinks about you, that's what multiple people think about you.
That's not true. America is not a more country today than it was 50 years ago. America is the least that it's ever been at any point in history, and is more or less dead, and the only people that keep it alive because they want to make money off of it.
Okay.
I'm confused. So you're saying is only around to make money? That's it?
People keep racism around today to make money, yes.
How is that it?
How does the media not pit us against each other? They tell us that the police are killing us. When you look at statistics, it's not true.
That's if people do their research, and that's right. But
really, tell me how many people were shot and killed by the police in 2017?
No, but the problem is, I have experienced
9 unarmed people.
And
explain it to me. Explain your situation.
I've been in cuffs 3 times and committed 0 crimes. Discrimination. I've literally been.
So they came over and they were like, you know what? There's a black man walking. Let me arrest him.
Correct.
That's what happened.
There's a CVS that was robbed. The description was a black male that was 6'1" with long hair. I don't have that long of hair. I got arrested. Was in cuffs for 2 hours. 2 hours. Had to have all my information, like, decided, like, ran and everything. And after 2 hours, they finally figured out I wasn't 6'1" when I'm 5'10". Yes.
And that's because of.
Yes. Yes.
So it wasn't.
Try me.
So it wasn't because you fit the description of the other person.
No, I didn't fit the description. I'm not 6'1". I don't have long hair. It's black. It's because I'm black.
So
that's the second time that happened.
That was your experience.
Second time.
That was your experience. My experience is
I've experienced a lot of racial discrimination.
I was pulled over 14 times in the last year.
Yeah. And how many times were you in cuffs?
Not a single time.
So
I was in it for one, for a speeding violation.
Speeding.
A speeding violation, yeah.
15 times for speeding.
I'm not even gonna lie. I spent 15 miles over the speed limit in 2018. Sat in cuffs for an hour while they checked my car. 100%.
And that's.
I think he was exaggerating. Listen, it's his personal experience. You know, I don't know where he lives, what he did, but I think he's lying. I could totally be wrong. I admit that. I could totally in 100% be wrong, but I think there's more to the story that he's not telling us. Like maybe he was an a-hole and creating a bunch of issues and making a scene and doing this and doing that, yelling and screaming, doing that whole thing. You know, maybe. I don't know. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comment section.
And that's purely because of racism.
What do you think that is?
And how does that stop you? How does that stop you from?
What do you think it is? Like, come on. What do you think it is? Like, come
So,
on. Like,
do you want me to explain it to you?
Yeah. What do you think it was?
Okay, so this is, you're not going to be happy about this, but 55% of violent crimes are committed by African American males.
And so why should I be in handcuffs for committing a traffic violation?
You shouldn't. So I don't know this situation, but I seriously doubt it was just because you committed a traffic violation.
So is that why black male?
All right.
I said the same thing.
I've been pulled over 50. I just told you how many times I was pulled over. I've never once been put in cuffs.
So
And I'm a black man.
Is that
the same
why
as him.
every black male is taught from a young age to keep their hands on the steering wheel and don't move a single inch until they come up to your window?
Do you know what the statistics are for the number
No,
of
is that
African
why?
Americans
Tell
that
me, is
shoot
why,
police
though?
officers?
Is that why? Is that why every young male is taught to keep their hands facing forward as a young age? Am I wrong?
I really don't know.
Am I wrong?
Hang on.
First off, that's what you should do. I mean, cops don't know who we are as individuals. They want to make it home just as badly as we do. So, I mean, yeah, you put your hands on the steering wheel and you don't reach for anything until they ask you to. Like that, I feel like that's common sense. It's not just a white or black or blue or purple thing. It's just everyone. But y'all let me know in the comment section. Maybe I'm an idiot.
Hang on, one at a time.
I'm genuinely asking you.
What is the statistic?
I'm going to answer your questions
What
one
is
at a
it?
time. Can you repeat your question?
Is that why every young male
What is it?
is
Bro, this other guy is so annoying.
taught to keep their hands on the steering wheel and don't move an inch until they get to your car?
Everyone should be taught that. You should always keep your
But is
hands on
that
the
why
steering wheel.
specifically?
Because statistically, we've been told that the police are more likely to shoot us because we've believed a lie that police brutality is this major issue affecting
It's
the black community.
Okay.
It happens.
Profiling happens. Profiling happens. It's the job of a police officer to profile.
But racially,
Racially profiled.
I didn't say racially. I said to profile.
So I should be
So
profiled. So if I commit a traffic violation,
If
I commit a
all right, I'll
traffic
give you an example right
violation,
now. Right now,
completely
do you know who I'm
inappropriate,
most
I
threatened
should
by right now of this group of people? It's you, because of your body language, not because of your skin color.
what part of his body language?
Where's my
feels
body?
threatening?
Because he's folding his arm and he keeps stepping up to me and he said,
I would have said the same thing. That's one thing that I noticed too. Did y'all catch that? See, I pay attention to stuff like that because I've seen things go left. I've personally seen things go left. When he started talking to him, he folded his arms and he started to take a step forward. He started to get closer to him. Why are you stepping closer? Why do you need to get closer to me when we're just having a conversation? I'll run it back.
who I'm most threatened by right now of this group of people? It's you.
So if I commit a traffic
Look, right there.
violation,
If
I commit a
all right,
traffic
I'll give you an example
violation,
right now. Do you know who I'm most threatened by right now of this group of people? It's you, because of your body language, not because of your skin color.
What part of his body language?
Where's my
feels
body?
threatening?
Because he's folding his arm and he keeps stepping up to me and he said,
This is what I'm talking about.
Degrees out. It is 30 degrees out.
but you kept saying try me, and you got him like that. I was genuinely intimidated. I was like, he's acting like he wants
I'm
to go in.
intimidating
Engaging in a conversation
Multiple people
with
know
him,
me
that's
here. No, I'm
good.
not a very intimidating person.
And it's literally 30
I
degrees.
didn't say you were an intimidating person, but I said your behavior is the most intimidating of anybody that's
I'm
around
doing
you.
the exact
But
same
the
That's
thing.
because the thing is, you're denying you're denying the facts.
Look, he did it again. He's stepping closer again, and he doesn't even realize it.
Just saying you're denying
We're all
the facts.
doing this. We're
You
literally
can't-
all
you
doing
can't
this.
I am not intimidated by you at all.
Okay, but it's still 35 degrees out.
So I do have to say one
So
thing
we're all having
about
the
you
same
saying that you're American, just American, right?
Yeah.
So you're technically African American because the definition of being African American is because you don't know your origin of where your people come from in Africa. So you
My people
went-
come from America.
No, okay.
Where do you think your ancestors come from?
your ancestors.
They came from America.
Okay, but before that, how far can you trace back your heritage?
I think I'm 39% English, so they came from England.
Okay, what about the other percentage?
I think I'm 15% Native American, so they also came from America.
Okay, and then the rest.
And whatever percent black I am, they probably came from some country in Africa.
And that's why you would identify.
But why would I not identify as English American or Indian American?
No, but you know why most African Americans identify as African American? Because most of their heritage comes from Africa. So since they cannot identify what part of Africa they come from, they identify as African American as a whole. Yeah. Now me, I know exactly what part I come from in Africa. I'm Kenyan American. That's what I identify as because I actually know my origin. But you can't just diss that part of yourself. And I'm not telling you to diss the Native American part or the English part of yourself, right?
Wait, why would you think I diss my being black?
No, I'm not trying to say that you are. But you're just like...
What's wrong with calling it... What's wrong with calling yourself American? You were born in America. Most black people in this country have never stepped foot in Africa a day in their life. It doesn't mean that we're denying Africa or anything. It just means we're proud to live where we are. I'm just saying. That's just a fact. This is where we were born. We're American.
But I've never been to Africa. Why would I call myself an African American?
So do you just consider yourself to be black?
I consider myself to be a black American.
Okay.
Because I feel like hyphenated terms like African American divide Americans.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I was robbed of my identity. My ancestors were robbed of their identity. I have ancestors that were slaves. I know the name of some of my ancestors that were slaves.
And that should not affect you in any way, shape, or form.
I'm the fourth generation of my name.
Because that does not define you.
I know exactly who was
You're not defined by your past.
But you're...
That you never experienced.
But then how can you identify as English American? That's your past.
How can I identify as American? Because this is America, and it's the greatest country on planet Earth.
That's not what he said.
That's not what you said.
He said, how can I identify as American and not black?
That's your past. You said that's...
No, that's my present. I was born in America. I live in America.
But that's your past.
That's my present.
That's your past.
I'm currently living in America.
You were born past tense in America?
No. You were never a slave, okay? You never experienced slavery. So I'm saying you can't... That is like your... That's not even your past. That's the past.
You have to erase your history.
So saying you identify with your history is different than saying you identify with your past because you never experienced slavery. No one you've ever met has ever experienced slavery.
Africa. Why would I say I identify with slavery?
But that's what you're saying when you say that African American.
I said I'm Kenyan American.
I don't identify
not
as a
African
slave.
American.
I just identify that I
So then why did you say it bothered you?
Wait, let me finish.
That was part of your
identify that
heritage.
I come from the continent of Africa, and I'm just robbed of the specific area that my heritage comes from. That's what I'm saying when I'm saying that I'm African American. I can't identify with a specific culture like many other people that were able to have, that are able to go through their ancestral tree and go find that.
There's no American culture?
My ancestral tree cuts off.
So, obviously, a very frustrating video there to watch, admittedly so. You know, watching people literally, what's the best word? They wanted to be victims so terribly bad. I mean, it's so sad. And then you had a bunch of these other kids who were just hyping them up. Oh yeah, you're a victim. Oh yeah, you're a victim. Oh yeah, when somebody calls you a name, be sad and be depressed all the time. Yeah. But then also the young lady, the black chick, what was that? The second one? Not the first one. The second one that was talking about her mom and that whole situation. She literally contradicted herself and proved the black Trump supporter right. But then tried to back out of it as soon as he called her out. Just absolute craziness. And last thing, because I know this video has gone on for very, very long. Why is it wrong to call yourself an American? Why is that just this horrible thing? Why do I have to put African in front of American? Why do I have to do that? And well, no, not even lastly, because I'm just like reliving all of that entire video in my mind right now as I'm speaking. So forgive me. I don't script these videos out or like write a bunch of stuff down. But one of the other things is when he called the black chick out that was talking about her mom and telling the story, her mom worked 3 jobs and yada, 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 which is awesome and great. I commend her mother because that type of work ethic has been lost on society today. When she said, or when he said, if you find a better country, let me know. When she said, oh, Canada, why hasn't she moved to Canada? I was hoping. I was just like, say it. Please, say it. Say why hasn't she moved to Canada? It's not even far. It's just right across the border. Say it, say it, say it. She was talking about all these opportunities and yada, yada, yada. I'm like, just say, well, why haven't you moved to Canada? But, of course, he didn't get that part. But I would have loved to have asked her, well, why aren't you living in Canada then? Like, I mean, it's so great. It's not far. So you literally really don't even need a plane ticket. You could drive to Canada. Well, what's the issue? What's the problem? You can go become a Canadian citizen. They're so accepting and, you know, they banned weapons. So, I mean, you're safe there. They have all these opportunities you mentioned. So take a trip. I guarantee you there would have been some type of excuse, though. But that's like the question that I really want to ask these folks when they say America is so terrible. First off, what place is better? And if it's better, why aren't you living there? If you love Africa so much, and if he's such a terrible person because he doesn't put African in front of American, why aren't you living in Africa? Why aren't you over there in the motherland instead of here in America? Like, don't get me wrong, I love Africa, but I'm an American. This is where I was born. Being proud to be an American doesn't mean I shun Africa. Those two have nothing to do with each other. I'm talking about where I was born and where I currently live. But why doesn't she live there? Or the other Kenyan young lady or whatever. Or the first black chick that I think she was wearing like a black jacket, if I remember right. Why doesn't she live in Africa? Interesting, huh? But anyway, as always, y'all let me know what you thought about this craziness in the comment section below. Shout out to Caitlin once again. I'll leave the original link in the description box so you guys can go show her some love. But if you would like to support this channel more than you already have, my PayPal link is in the description box below. And of course, like, share, comment. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Peace and love.